Hello and welcome back to my channel, Miami Star Tarot. Today I am doing a reading for Leo. Now this is going to be a love reading, and also what else happens to come up is what's going to come up. And here is, I guess, the wisdom of the oracle. I will be pulling one oracle card from the wisdom of the oracle. And I also have the wild unknown tarot that I'm going to be using for the actual reading. So Leo, let's get started. I'm going to start by pulling one wisdom of the oracle to sort of guide where our cards are taking us. No place like home. So being familiar with your surroundings, or maybe literally if you are away from home, that maybe something about home is going to be calling to you, Leo. All right, so I'm not taking flyers. I'm just trying to get a good shuffle going. So kind of weird how those just went flying, but these are slippery cards. All right, I'm going to start by getting a good shuffle going. Oh my gosh, they just want to fly out. All right, I think Leo has a lot to say. Wow, yes. Leo is very much wanting to communicate. So let me just get the regular shuffling going on here. And again, this is a love reading with whatever other stuff wants to pop out. Apparently Leo is in a talking mood. So no place like home. It could also mean too, no place like home is just maybe getting back together with somebody, just anything that sort of leads you back to familiar ground, or something that you've known. Okay, so let's see what that is about, Leo. Do one more good shuffle. I'm going to do 6 from here. All right, that was a good one. So let's cut the cards and see what Leo has to say. Right, 4 of Swords. For some reason, I had a feeling that was happening. Okay, a lot of thinking going on. All right, a lot of thinking. Oh, a lot of thinking. You got all swords on that top row. So something's really weighing heavily on your mind. Contemplation with that 4 of Swords. And it's funny because you've got like contemplation, the beginning and the end there. All right, you got the Sun, which means, good outcome coming, judgment, major arcana so far. And you got all major arcanas at the bottom. So Leo, you definitely have some heavy thinking going on, and, just some positive outcomes, but I think it's coming at a price. So let's check it out. Your underlying energy is the 8 of Pentacles. All right. 8 of Pentacles. I actually like this card a lot. And I almost feel like the artist, who is the artist? It's Kim Kranz. I feel like this person really took into consideration the meaning behind the 8 of Pentacles, which is razor sharp focus, wit, determination, hard work. Okay. And the fact that you have that as your underlying energy really shows me where all this is coming from. You are hard at work, you are thinking, and I think you are planning. Leo, you've got, that you have a little bit of a tough road ahead, a little bit of a tough decision coming up. And I think that in your head, you are just kind of rolling around these possibilities. In order for you to, I think, be successful or achieve a goal, I think that you're starting to put together is going to take a lot of razor sharp focus and hard work. And that's where I think the 8 of Pentacles comes out. That spider spinning her web is setting the trap, setting the stage, setting herself up for success. And I think that's kind of what's on your mind right now, is how to be successful, how to bring luck to you. And you have all swords up here, which is pretty amazing considering that not only do you have all swords, you have the beginning and the end here. So you've got how to start and how to end this plan, this path that I think that you feel like you need to be on. So let's get started with the reading. No place like home. Let's see where that leads us. You have the Four of Swords. And I think this card sort of stands by itself right now, Leo. It kind of signifies where you are with this plan right here. This is reminiscing. This is going over your plan. This is all about just really reflecting on the choices you've made, reflecting on where you want to be. And I think the realization, can you continue the way you are, or do you need to do something else to get you further along? I am not seeing a lot of a love reading going on here. What I'm seeing is a personal accomplishment. It could apply to love, however. So it depends on where you are as far as this thinking and your planning and, kind of setting goals for yourself. This could be a plan about love. It could be a plan about career or just where you are in life in general. So Leo, I think that this reading is going to be entirely, it is pretty much custom made for you. If you know where you are in your life and what needs this kind of attention, what area in your life. What I'm seeing is that you have things are heavily weighing on your mind right now, and you're looking for a way to either start over or a way to turn your life around or turn the situation into something more positive, something that's going to work for you. For some of you guys, I think this might be possibly a change of career, a change maybe of where you're living, where you're going to be, where you're going to place your roots. So you've got this card right here that is really just about illuminating the areas of your life that you need to change or that you want change. I think you've just come to this realization that, in order for you to have what you want, you're going to have to put in the hard work. And that's kind of the plan you're in right now. It doesn't mean that you're actually doing it right now. And it very well could be that you're just in the thinking, the planning stages of this event or series of events that you think need to happen. But it's weighing very heavily on your mind. The Ace of Swords is the sword of truth. It's the sword of coming to terms with something that you want and the beginning of something that you want. It is also the card of something being on your mind too. And you got these two that are just very, very heavy thinking cards, okay? But whatever it is that you're thinking about doing right here with this Ace of Swords, it really is at that beginning stage. And it's not a short term, it is a long term. You have the infinity symbol that is a serpent that is just wrapped around that sword, meaning that you are looking at your long-term future. So whatever it is that's weighing in your mind, it's about your long-term future. And it's really at the beginning stages. You are beginning to come up with this plan. Okay. What you do see, and I think that again, this could apply to love life, career, personal life, just in general, where you are in life, is the path that you're on, you're not seeing success. And I feel like that is why you are here in the Ace of Swords, because you do want to complete a cycle. And it's funny because you do have a cycle card down here as well that we're going to talk about. You want to get from point A to point Z, but there are changes that need to be made. And I think that you need to be very strategic to how you're going to get there, because when you get to the end of the road, you want it to be a place where you're happy in, and you want to have an opportunity when you get there. And that's where the Wheel of Fortune card comes in, because life is about beginning and ending somewhere. Things begin, things end, and then you start over again with that Wheel of Fortune. So I think that you're almost like you're hoping for the end of something that already happened so that you can begin fresh, you can begin new. Okay. Um, I honestly can say right now, Leo, that you are missing something, whether you are literally missing home, like Dorothy, there's no place like home, or you are missing maybe a life where you could be a little bit more carefree and you didn't have all these responsibilities. And, life seems maybe like it's a little bit hard with this eight of pentacles, where you're just kind of trying to work things out on your own, and maybe it's just not, you're not where you want to be, or you're not sure that you're heading that direction. All right, so the good news is even though you're kind of in the stage right here, and it could be, for some of you it could be tormenting some of you, this, I need to just get out of this rut that I'm in, or I need to decide and make this finalized so that I can move on. You have a successful outcome. So whatever it is that you're trying to get rid of and work hard to get out of, the plan that you're going to make looks like it's going to be a successful one. It's funny because with this Four of Swords, you do have the lamb, which is, the sacrificial lamb in some ways. I think that that there is something you need to sacrifice. And it also has the sun illuminated on its forehead, and you have the sun card underneath. And I think that that's very telling, that you are looking for completion, and you're looking for a bright future where you're going to find happiness. And I think that that is ultimately what you're doing with this Four of Swords up here. And it's necessary. And I think that you're kind of in a place where you realize that. The sun is a masculine card as well. So I'm not sure if some of this has to do with love, especially if you're a woman, or you like men. It's a masculine energy, and for some reason, I'm kind of thinking that there is a person involved, a man involved in this decision, that maybe could be carrying you through or helping you realize some of these things, whether it's just a friend, a lover, could even be a father. The sun is a very fatherly card in many ways. It could be a brother, cousin, but it's kind of like a male influence. It could also be influenced by just by somebody that you really care about. It could just be maybe a woman with masculine energy. I don't know, but it's definitely an energy of somehow this person is illuminating something in your mind and making you think about what you need to do, I think, to be happy. And they're kind of supporting you, kind of pushing you along in that direction. You do have the Judgment card as well. You have all major arcanas down here, which I think are super significant to what you're trying to do. Okay. You've got the sun. You're thinking about your future, what you want. You have the Ace of Swords and the Judgment card. I think with this Judgment card and having the Ace of Sword above it is, I think that you are in a place where you feel like you need to make a decision. And, you've got the Ace of Swords where you are making that decision. You're making plans and you're trying to figure out the truth. The ace, the Ace of Swords is the sword of truth. And I think you're being very truthful with yourself in what you want. You also may come to the point where you're going to have to face the truth, whether you want to or not. That just may be coming down on you, whether you're ready for it or you're not. Okay. And by having the sword of truth here, I think that you kind of realize it, or it's not going to take you by surprise if it does happen that way, where all of a sudden, no matter what it is that you're trying to fix, whether it's love or a career, there's going to come a moment of truth where you're going to say, oh my gosh, I need to make a decision. And now, because now it's no longer, I'm just going to take my time and decide. It may just hit you over the head where you have no choice but to accept what is happening. With the Judgment card as well, the Judgment card is right before the end of a complete life cycle. And I think the Judgment card just might throw you into having to make a decision. And I think I just finished saying that, but the Judgment card is about feeling, did I do the right thing? Did I do the best that I could do? Was that sound judgment? In general, just the way the card sounds. Okay. So I think you are looking for the right path. And, I think that just the conclusions that you're going to come to are going to help you, whether they just kind of fall on you or if you, and honestly, I really think, Leo, that you are on the path right now. I don't think anyone's going to have to um, throw a loop at you. I think you know what's going on. Again, this could apply for love life. It could apply career and just in general where you are. You do have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? And when you decide to get rid of and put aside whatever it is that is not working for you with this 10, something's not working for you. Something is just literally has no life left. And I think, Leo, that some of you are trying to like squeeze blood out of a stone, and you're starting to realize that stones have no blood. There's nothing there. And once you let that go, Leo, I think that you're going to see that the Wheel of Fortune is going to be ready for another spin. And this time the spin is going to land on something that's going to make you very, very happy. But until you let go of something that is no longer serving you, something that has completely, like the well has dried up, and until you acknowledge that and really feel like, you know what, it's time to move on, I do not think that Wheel of Fortune will become available to you. And if you're wondering why your luck has run out, it's because you are trying to find life in something that's pretty much dead. If you want a chance at that Wheel of Fortune, you're going to have to acknowledge and let go of something that is just done and actually look for something new. You are definitely on a self improvement path. And I think that you will get there at some point with this beginning and the ending, and having, these three major arcanas. This, again, this could apply to love. If you are a person that is, this applies to a relationship you have now, then, by all means resonate with it and figure it out. If this is about a career or just in general life, then, I think this is so individual, and it's really just, I think, a read about life for you, and you can apply it to where it fits. So, I think, now in a week, this is not all going to happen, but I think the point of this read is that during this week, it's probably going to be on your mind. And these are some of the ideas and the thoughts that you're going to be having, Leo, for the rest of the week. So yes, I feel like you have a lot to think about. And I think with this Judgment card here, that you are, coming to terms with something and making decisions. Okay. So that is all I have for you, Leo. And I would like to hear any comments. If you have comments, if you have, if you want to give me a like or subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate the support. Thank you very much for joining me, Leo. Bye-bye.